Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Dubkdad1. Before I get into this video, I want to direct you guys to Silent Enigma's channel. He recently put up a video that was sort of a response to my video playing Not to Lose, and he kind of provides his own interesting take on the concept, and the video's pretty funny, so go check that out. And I'm still glad you're watching my videos, Drew. That means a lot to me that you still watch my shit. I click your ads, you better click my fucking ads, Drew. Okay? Thanks, Noodles. But let me just talk about playing Not to Lose, and I would like to tie that into YCS Tacoma. Yes, YCS Tacoma, because it's being held in Tacoma, not Seattle. Okay? All right. There are going to be so many decks there. Agents, Heroes, Geargias, Mermellantians, Dark Worlds, fucking... and then a bunch of random decks. I can't think of all the... oh, Chaos Dragons, Spellbooks, Madolches. Alright, so that's like 10 decks right off the top. You are not going to be able to tech your deck for any certain matchup. So... why bother? And this is what I mean by playing Not to Lose. The format is such that there are so many different decks competing for Tier 1 status that having main deck cards to tech against, you know, certain scenarios and whatnot, it dilutes the way your deck plays. So, like, if you're running whatever deck, and, okay, Geargias. Right now there's a trend in Geargias to run 2 Thunder King, or even 3, because a gentleman who topped YCS Providence, I believe, I think it was, whatever YCS it was, or he won it, and he main deck Thunder King. I mean, props to that guy. I love Geargias, but the deck just doesn't like me. And props for him running Thunder King in that build. I mean, fucking wow. But I'm going to tell you, running Thunder King in that deck drives me nuts. And it's because Thunder King sets up a situation where your opponent can't really do anything and you can't do anything. And if you summon Thunder King and then set back row, and then your opponent is playing Chaos Dragons, you can probably grind it out, or you can stalemate it, but the options he's drawing into are a lot stronger than the options you're drawing into, because you begin to draw accelerators, then you draw armor, you draw arsenal, and you're like, well fuck, I have to set the armor and then flip it to search. Oh wait, I can't search because Thunder King's on board. Fuck. Okay, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? You know what I'm saying? You hinder the progress of your deck with cards like that. Again, I'm not knocking the guy for running Thunder King in his deck. I mean, it was the right call because it got there for him, and that's fucking amazing. I'm just saying that I wouldn't do it. He did run the Karakuri version. No, I think it was like the Geargia Karakuri Machina version or whatever. And like I said, I don't know how that worked, because I mean, you can't summon your gear frames, your armors blow ass, and you're sitting there, you draw, and you have Fortress, no cards on the field, and you top deck Thunder King. Like, well, fuck, this is a match. So, you know, I'm just like, but again, it worked for him. So, I mean, I can't say much. He did win. I've never won. So, I'm just saying that going into this event with 3 new decks now extremely relevant, Madolches, Atlanteans, and Spellbooks, or Prophecies, or whatever the fuck the deck is called, I suggest that you build your deck to maximize what it does best. if you're running Dino Rabbit, yes, Dino Rabbit can support Macrocosmos. I don't think that you should be main decking Macrocosmos in Dino Rabbit. Yes, it's good versus Dark World and Atlanteans and Chaos Dragons, but what if you play against a bunch of Geargias or Machina Gadgets or Gravekeepers? The Macrocosmos isn't doing shit. I'm just saying. I think just make the deck, build the deck efficiently. Because while running Macrocosmos, you can't run Pot of Avarice efficiently. Instead of the 2 Macrocosmos that I see a lot of you playing, I suggest you run Call the Haunted. Because that feeling when you summon Sabersaurus and then crash into Thunder King, set Call and some other back row, and they do some random shit, and then you summon Cabazals, they're like, okay, and then you call Haunted Sabersaurus and overlay for Lagia. That look on their face is fucking priceless. I mean, Call Haunted also gives, some OTK power. Calling a Lagia back with no materials is perfectly fine because 2400 attack can still fucking get there. It crashes with Megalo. It pokes for fucking games. That's all there is to it. I would suggest that game 2 you side out the double call and put in the double macro. Also, that deck can support Thunder King. One of the few decks I feel that can actually support Thunder King. And with Macrocosmos, your Thunder King now can't negate special summons because he has to send himself to the graveyard, but he can't because Macro's on board. Fuck. That's just one example. Build the deck for maximum consistency and to do what it does best. Comment down below about what you guys think about that. I know there's a lot of other things I could have gone into, but that was just like the thing I'm thinking about going into this event. I feel that the decks that top are going to be the most efficient decks. They'll probably run minimal hand traps, with the exception of Tragodia, because Tragodia is just fucking boss right now. I love Tragodia right now. I didn't used to, but I love Tragodia. Tragodia and Mirror Force are like my favorite 2 cards right now. But, I expect, to see less Veilers and less Maxis unless you're running a deck that doesn't run traps. Then, of course, you need hand traps because now you have space. And, with traps, you can stop the shit that hand traps would stop, and that kind of thing. My nose is itching. People have been messaging me, and I asked this question on Facebook. If you guys would be interested in seeing a comprehensive guide to side decking. I asked the question on Facebook. It got 50-something likes. And so I'd like to know what you guys think. Like the video, of course, but also like it if you'd like to see that. And then comment down below. So that way I can kind of differentiate the people who just like the video because they like me and the people who like the video because they like to see a comprehensive guide to side decking. All right? It's Dubkdad and I'm out.